So, again, according to the philosophy, the center of the heart, again, these are all maps and models, yeah, they're concepts, but they're concepts that expresses something pointing towards truth. All of these things are concepts, but we have to go with it. So, according to the tradition, the center of the heart is where there is complete stillness. And it is in that quality when we start to be able to touch the stillness that exists in the center of the heart that an individual goes through a profound sort of transformation of their nature spontaneously. To do that, of course, is a process of constant letting go. So that it's not that your personality needs to go. It's not that your sense of self or your sense of what you like and don't like, or what you think and don't think, or your biases or your opinions or your emotional nonsense, all of it, and emotional wonderfulnesses need to go. What needs to go is the attachment to it. It's the way that we identify those things as being mine. This is mine, this is me, this is who I am, is this belief or this concept or this trauma or this upset or this, whatever it is. It's the identification with those emotional states which needs to go. It's the way that we we kind of find security within those waves of emotion as they move through us. Not that we don't have emotions, and not that those emotions aren't part of the wonderful richness of living. But when they become a problem is when they become identified with, and then when they become a problem is when they increase in density, which identification will always produce density in the system. So any emotional, like grief, anger, bitterness, jealousy, distaste, dislike, guilt, all these kind of things, have tremendous energetic density. They're just heavy, which is not, we all know that, right? We all just know that all those feelings, when we contact them, they're heavy, and they create a heaviness in the body, they create a heaviness in the mind, and they create a heaviness in the way that the chi can and can't move. Whereas joy and wisdom and love and warmth and openness are light, humour. So the Daoist system had many ways of trying to help people clean the heart up. Many, many ways. One of them was through all the body work and the song and the letting go and the understanding that if you remove the density from the body, you remove the density from the mind. If you begin to remove the density from the mind, then the habit of clinging and attaching and densifying around identity of I am a sad person, or I am a traumatized person, I am an angry person, I think this about this, I don't think this about this. All of those things just get easier and easier to become looser around. But it becomes more and more heading you towards the perception and understanding of the formless, that we're moving from form to formless, back to form, back to formless, back to form, back to formlessness. I was actually having a conversation with a friend today about just that, and about maybe running a retreat, both of us together, about this movement from form to formlessness, because it's such a huge part of the transformational sort of process that we all struggle with. So the connection to the heart really is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing, tremendous part of all of our pathway. Men generally, and again this is a generalisation, but it's a fairly good one, is that men generally need to develop this area. They need to open it. They need to strengthen it. They need to warm it up. They have less chi here. You have more chi here. There's more strength, there's more yang for a male in the base of the body. There's more yin for women in the base of the body. And there's more yang for women around the chest. We grow out here, you grow out there. It's as simple as that. You know, the yang is expressed through the physical body in that way, and it's expressing something that's, you know, it is a deep principle. It's how we can join together and make good things. So, you know, within that, there is a strength and a weaknesses, of course, to both of those polarities, which again is so beautifully expressed in the Daoist system, where you have the strength of the male is in building this area and having that kind of power and protectiveness and richness in this area, and the weakness is that it all goes into base desires and gets sort of lost, and the jing gets dispersed through sexuality, and the energy is too strong here in the wrong sort of way or goes in the wrong directions. For women, it's the same thing. You know, we have this tremendous strength here, the strength to give and to nurture and to kind of express that warmth and richness from the heart. But of course, we have a weakness when it comes to our emotions. So the emotions can be too strong, women lose enormous amounts of their energy through their emotions. Men will lose their energy also through their emotions. But you're less vulnerable to that than women are. Women really need the lower dantian to anchor the energy of the heart. Men really need the connection to the heart to help them soften and have the strength from the lower dantian to be able to express itself into life in the correct way through the purity of the heart. So from that point of view, we've all got different work to do. Women need to understand that we have an advantage when it comes to spiritual development at one level, because we already have this access. But we can't make the most of that advantage if all we're doing is expressing emotionally all the time and getting pulled by our emotions in one place to the other place, which is why, again, within the Daoist system, for women pre-menopause, after menopause this gets a lot easier for women, and it's often the time that was seen to be the sort of where women really hit their wisdom, like really profoundly start to hit their wisdom time. But pre-menopause, it's why there's so much emphasis for younger women on regulating their menstrual cycle, getting all of that harmonious and clean and clear and connecting to the moon, so that the menstruation really supports the rhythm for that woman again, so that she can make the most of this connection to the expression from the heart and the warmth and nourishment there, rather than being pulled all over the place by the irregularities that can happen particularly through menstrual imbalance. So, you know, it's not that it's just women that need to work on their emotions, obviously not. It's just that the strengthening of the heart field has a slightly different flavour for males and females, and we both need to strengthen it, but it's just got a slightly different quality to it according to the individuals involved. I seem to be rather talky, so I think I'll shut up so we can do some training. But I just wanted to say a little bit about it, so that because for some of you I know are a bit newer, and some of you have not, you know, don't really understand some of the things as to why do we focus so much around here, and then sometimes we're working around the chest and heart, and it's useful to just begin to understand why we do these different things at different times. You know.